So I'm back here in Jujutsu Shenanigans again, and this time is a bit different because I'm not talking about the rune stuff. The last video about guts and black powder stuff is a separate thing, but this time I've made a completely different map. See, not to say exactly made it currently, because I've made it like over 2 months ago. That's when I started making it. So as you can see, there are Napoleonic era stuff with the names of the character. I'm trying to copy Lexington and Concord and made as accurate as possible. So here's the lobby, the stuff. So the first was the public test, and then the farm map was added later on. And the officer class update is done today, which also includes the rework of the entire system. Now, if you didn't choose the team and then go into the door, it would just bring you back here. I'm not sure why this just bugs and doesn't bring you to the room yet. Just bugs, alright. So I got that. There's no ultimate for it yet. Okay, it actually works. That's good. Now there are currently only 2 maps, with the 4th map coming next, and then later the river map. I'm not sure of the river map since the design is pretty weird. It's weirder than the farm map, but I guess it's better, right? So I'll bring you to the Alpha Village map first. This is the first ever map in this map, in the Musket Game. I just call this Musket Game since nobody else made it, literally. It's supposed to mimic how the houses look in Waterloo at home. Since I played it long ago, it just loops around. There are enough open areas and enough houses, so you can have both close combat and normal. Now for the class, there's a very complicated system which I spent almost 7 hours on in a single day, and I'm bored of making it. So I'm not gonna make Sapper yet. That thing is like a lot more complicated, and I just hate it. Right, so as you can see, there's an animation of picking the gun up and putting it back. Oh, I just realized the saber is bigger than expected. With the animation just bug. Never mind. It's kind of buggy though. I don't know how to fix it yet. But let's go over to the musket. Now if you try to do M1, it just does nothing. But you know how the sniper works in Jujutsu Shenanigans. I'm just trying to make this look at the direction of your mouse, and it is really weird. It is just shaky. Okay, that is good enough. Now it is kind of buggy like this. I can't fix it. Okay, bro, that is a bug. But as you can see, there is a reload animation for the gun. You just kinda get slowed down a bit. Now my point is this is different from your typical Nepali era game because you have dash and chase. You can also block. This is blockable so that it makes a interesting combat. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing here. How do they do it, bro? How, bro? Okay, I guess I just gotta play in the PC. The saber does 1/3 of your HP, being 35 damage. You just gotta consistently hit, or else you gotta swing 4 times. See, the gun is pretty abysmal to use. Just straight up use ice sword. And yes, there is an indicator when it hits the wall. The old musket system does not detect the wall, and you just go through. Which means you can just shoot through the wall. Moving on to the officer class. I'm not sure why it didn't respawn me on the team. God, I hate working on the spyglass. Bro, what? Bro. I'm gonna add accessory next if possible. Just hope that this damn thing works. Bro, I hate it. I hate it. Finally, bro. You just get spotty like that. Moving on to the farm map. So we're here in the newest map, and a lot better than the first one. That first one was first ever map, so you can't expect anything good. The farm map has pretty simple design for the layout. It was supposed to be war between France and Britain. So you have French over there and British over there. It's two sides fighting. But with the scale of upcoming maps is gonna be changed to the blue side and the red side. For obvious nations like the British fighting the French and then the Austrian fighting the Prussian. The houses are insurable, but there are no furnitures. Now you can see this stuff with the animation. Although you can't see when the spyglass is holstered or not, since it will look bad. Trust me when I say it looks bad. See, the spyglass is pulled out. It was zoomed, even though it's only held. So right now I'm holding the spyglass, and there's a thing to it. No, there are no R specialty, and if I change to pistol, it just gives like that. Okay, I forgot to press R. Certainly not an advantage. And yes, my camera just stuck like this. You should not use the spy glass. Well, uh, and yeah, of course, it is enough like this. The spy glass is the most janky thing here. I know, but I'll try to make it. I try to make. I try my best, bro. Can't blame me for it being the buggiest thing known to man. So the pistol has different animation, and yes, I finally found all the animations with the leg not being anchored, so you can actually walk around and you can see your leg walk too. The pistol does 85 damage and not 90, but I'm gonna change that later on as the Saber update drops, since Saber needs a gun. You can't tell me that the Saber is like really weak. It has really low range. Wait, what? Who the hell are you? Bro, who are you? Get out. Get out, bro. So the range is pretty decent. There's no art special to this. So that's basically all the things. And if you wonder what is inside the, what is it called again? It's called a barn, right? Inside the barn there are just small hay and wheat. You can actually go inside them. Makes a pretty interesting maze. It's an interesting combat. And you can actually go inside the farmland too. Am I trying something? That might work. This is this is for the forest map in the future. The river map specifically. Right, so moving on to how much complicated it is. Being sure all over the map. You can see the farm map being over there, and the alpha village over here. The alpha village is really simple. And yes, of course, the spawn area you just saw earlier. Now, as you can see, there is a big map here, which I originally planned to work on. As you've seen one of my posts being about Napoleon era RPG, because I hate those servers. And the Amsterdam map that I haven't worked on yet. There is a house design which I have to change later on. This doesn't look accurate to what I remember. So the fort map and the river map will take place on these two. So I was I was I tried to make it work, but the team spawn doesn't work properly somehow. Enough of that. We're gonna go over to the movesets. For the old moveset that I was talking about. Oh my god. Not this. Bro, I hate mobile. I hate mobile, bro. So there is a system that counts the bullet, whether there is a bullet or holster state, and repair, reload, all stuff. This is for the charge, right? Yeah, I think. Yeah, it is for the charge. Holster in. Wait, that doesn't have anything. Okay, so as you can see, this is the old musket system. It just uses a bunch of hitboxes. Remember, I didn't know how to use these nodes back then. I didn't know how to use the projectile and the counter node. So this is my best attempt. And yes, this goes through walls. So it's not good. And I just rework everything. Actually, I'm gonna make show in list. Oh, I forgot. Let me just go to the spawn. Oh my god. Let me just save my spawn point and hopefully it won't go back to the lobby. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, this is why I hate this thing. Ah, finally. The old reload animation is there. There's not counter, there is not anything at all. But my opinion is I'm gonna change from the Megumi to Naoya for the double dash. And that'll make the combat even better. Since the dashes are really small compared to how much speed you need. Sword is like really short of range. Right, so on to the newer moveset. I'm gonna show how abysmal it is. Oh my god, I hate mobile. I hate mobile, dude. Onto the ranker first. This, oh wait, I don't have to scroll. There's a spawn animation being attacked for the musket when it is equipped and when the action is done for the musket state. Same for the saber and saber state. The block animation is for the saber, and the state is complicated. Loops back to V1. So when you equip this, it's gonna detect and then it sends to the check, and it checks when the state is in the right action. So when I take aim with the R special, it leads to this, and then it just goes slow back to this. That is how I made the whole the looping, the state. I'll call it the state. So there are two states, being the hold when you hold the weapon, meaning this, and when I am aiming. This is my best attempt on making it look in the direction since we just added this, but it's, well, you know what happened. Now I try to make it so that you can hold the saber, but it just didn't work. Saber didn't it didn't go on well. Just everything just bugs and it just doesn't appear. So it detects when you hold the musket and then comes to checking when the state is ready. When you are aiming, it will go to the shoot node, and that is what you saw. Well, I don't think the animation lowered, but anyways, there, there is a little indicator for when you hit the wall, and that prevents the bullet from going through the wall like the old system. And now when it hits the target, just go like that. The stun is 0.8 second long, not a full second. I don't know why. The stun wouldn't even matter since you just get one shot at enemies. But I'll add it since you know I was going to make the officer class. And moving on to the special, there is basically I think this one detects when the gun is shot. So if I go back to the shoot, you can see that the state is at number 3, which is after I shot, and when I come here it's gonna reload. So there is no animation, only the mesh doing the work. There is literally no other animations I can use, unless I just made the arm invisible and just place the arm mesh myself, which I won't. Although I already took inspiration from that moveset. I saw Bacon using that moveset while playing in Workshop 1v1 server. Dude, I was surprised when there's a Guts and Black Powder player. Now this one's check whether you're holding or not. If you're holding, it goes to aim cancel. If holding, so yeah, that's how it looks. And for the basic switching stuff, is one disables the saber if you are not holding the musket yet. You will go to the second node, second branch where you bring out the musket, and now it activates the holding state, which is this. As you can see, that's how it works. So if I am actually holding right now, it detects that and it goes to put the gun away. So that's all the complicated stuff. Since I made basically most of the stuff now, it is a little easier doing the officer class. I still hate to make it though. Now there are 3 items coming to check. On this there are 6 now. With this cancelling out both of them. And everything's basically the same, except for this time having the zoom. Wait, did I just made a branch? Yeah. Okay. So I am not sure yet of how to make this. So I guess this is it. Okay, I think that works. And as you can see, there's no action for the spyglass except for the aim one. And that's basically all the things. And one thing is, I'm not going to add the charge ability, since it would be even more complicated and it gives me headache. Fixing the stuff in this new set is already enough work, and I'm just tired making it. So basically, if I gotta make a reload buff and the charge, I've gotta make the whole system where it detects whether you're on the player team or the zombie team, and this is another thing. So basically, how it works is, if I am on a player team, it will detect that and doesn't do any damage. But if I don't have that tag activated as a player, which means I have the zombie tag, I'm just gonna take a damage. So if I am on the French side, I play a 5, it's gonna give me a reload. And if I have a tag of the British side, it's not going to give me a reload buff. And I am not sure whether it would work. The musician is a little complicated, since canceling the song doesn't work. It just doesn't end the song. The song just keep playing for some reason. I'll find a way to fix that later. So I'll end the video now so it doesn't take too long. It's been half an hour for a video, and I know you're gonna get bored. So if I have made the forward map and the river map, I'll make a video on it next. And by the way, I am trying to open a server, and you know I don't get a lot of players. Nobody joins. Anyways, that's all. That's all.